I ruined my brother's life over a dumb prank.
Oh.
So I do have to ask you right now, do
Yeah.
you like pranks?
I hate them. I hate
Same.
pranks so much, especially because I've seen or I've watched so many videos of that kind where they do a silly prank that ends up in like a big tragedy where the people gets like a heart attack or gets into an accident or whatever. So I don't know, like if I would realize that one of my friends is the type of I want to do hardcore pranks, I would immediately like just
cut this friendship.
cut the friendship. I would be like, no, I can't deal with those types of people. I mean,
there are cute, funny, harmless pranks, like just
when someone is drunk and I don't know, you maybe paint or something on their face, but
or something with a name or something that is cute and funny. But then there are the hardcore ones where I just know. And I saw also a lot of those pranks where you just kind of harm the other people and then you find it funny, especially when it's involving kids, where you just throw an egg at the head of your kid. It's like, and you find them funny. I'm like, this is so cruel.
Have you ever watched those videos where they are in a wedding and then the bride always told the man to not do something specifically and then they do it as a prank during the wedding? Have you ever watched one of those?
Story like that, actually.
That's like
from
the
bride
worst red flag for the
goodness.
beginning of a lifetime union you want to do with a person. Like if you told them not to do something and they do it on your special day, it's like
you effed up big times here. No, actually, there was one Reddit story that I read just in private, where
I can imagine. I just had to imagine you like in a corner of your room, just like reading it in private.
No, I love reading them. Seriously, that's why we're doing this podcast. Where actually the bride really dodged a bullet because she told him, "Stop! Do not do a prank on our wedding day," and he did a prank that in comparison to these other pranks were harmless, but it was still a prank where his best friend stood, when the pastor like asks if someone is against it, you should say something now. So he got up and said, I am against it as a prank. The issue is just by law, they could not continue the wedding because of that.
By law, so it's not just a ceremonial thing.
The priest was not allowed to continue after that.
Oh,
and she was furious, obviously. And I think the groom didn't know that this would happen, but well, it was a prank, and he effed up. She didn't marry him anymore, so she ended up not being married and actually just broke up with him. Was like on the spot, like, we're done. I told you not to. You did it. We are done.
And you're done.
And she was kind of glad that it was like legally like not anything happening. So, oh my goodness, no. Do not do pranks if the other person does not want
people.
that.
Like, there are so many other ways to have fun besides harming and ruining someone's life by giving them a big scare.
Like,
or
if
whatever.
the other person loves it too, okay, but if that's your thing,
true.
do it with the person that is also like into this.
But at the same level, that's also important to mention. Like, you need to be at the same high level of prankness. I also don't
tolerance. I don't get couples that do pranks with each other because like, if that's your love language, okay, but why? Why would you want to live with someone where you had to be scared all the time that they would do something to
like
your
on
things
shore,
and
where
they would even hand you a glass and you would be like, what did you do with it? Like, I could not, like,
to be always on alert mode, you know, like
survival instinct. No,
thanks. Okay,
but let's see what this prank was. I, 23 female, have generally gotten along with my brother, 28 male, and his girlfriend, 28 female. Though I don't think my sister-in-law has ever really liked me. She moved in with my family when she was 17, and back then my brother and I would have typical sibling fights over things like food and the Xbox. She always took my brother's side in these arguments, but I figured we'd all move past that since we're adults now. Despite her snarkiness towards me, I've always tried to ignore it. I do have to add a comment here as someone that also moved in with my husband's family when I was kind of almost the same age. I would have never dared being snarky to a family that took me in.
Yeah.
I am kind of surprised how bold she is.
Yeah. But that's more common than you think, because like I've met so many people in my life who just live by this mindset of, you know, if they are rich, if they have things to give, then I should receive them, and I don't even have the need to say thank you or be like, I've met people with that mindset.
I was so grateful but also very conscious of the situation I was in. So obviously they also had sibling fights, he and his sister, which like I tried to stay out of it as much as I could, because I knew obviously it's a normal thing. It's like a family dynamic, which made it complicated because you're in, you have like this position as kind of just a girlfriend, but you're also you, and you're also kind of part. And it is complicated, I can tell you that. But I think it worked out. I would have never dared to be snarky, honestly. But okay, people are different.
People are
and she seems to feel very comfortable and like she's supposed to be there, I guess.
Yeah.
I recently came home from college to celebrate my 23rd birthday with friends and family. The night before my birthday, we had a family dinner where my brother brought up a childhood memory of a shared birthday party when I was 8. I had gotten mad that he blew out the candles before me, so I playfully wiped a bit of cake on his nose. We all laughed about it as it's a fond memory, and there's even a framed picture of it in our parents' living room. The only one who didn't laugh was my sister-in-law. The night of my birthday party, everyone was there. My friends, family friends, my parents, my brother, and my sister-in-law. After I blew out the candles, I suddenly felt someone grab a fistful of my hair and try to shove my face into the cake.
But let's be honest, doesn't that bring you back to your childhood?
No, that sounds crazy different though.
Okay. Because in Mexico, like I'm Mexican, and like in the Mexican families, like that's something that definitely is going to happen, where someone aggressively wants to put your face on the cake. That might sound like aggressive and negative, but in Mexico it's like it's normal. Like you can expect that to happen.
What?
Like someone to be like, fucking put in your face on the cake just to ruin it.
Okay, should I be surprised about the land where you also where part of your birthday culture is also hitting something, if you think about it? You know,
like what?
Piñatas.
Yeah. Like
you grow up aggressive somehow.
For some reason, we show our love in an aggressive way.
Like
passionately. I would say passionately. That's what we do. Yeah.
Can we add an animation of a piñata like somewhere here, and I'm like, this is a kid.
Yeah.
This is like.
Yeah. Did you ever? I mean, I know it's not typical from Dominican Republic to do that, but did you ever were in a party as a child where there was a piñata? Never.
No, actually.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, I do have to say, we did that. Yeah. Okay. I was thinking of now, birthday parties of other people, which I am not sure if they had. But I do remember that actually my stepmom for our birthday did a lot of piñatas, actually.
And how was it?
I loved it. I loved it. But I do remember that I actually broke one time a how's it called? When you play billiard, the stick.
Now I'm having a blackout.
I'm also having a blackout. I don't remember the name of it, and I don't even remember the name of it actually. I don't remember anymore. I
forgot the name of the object.
When you play billiard or pool and you have the stick, and there was this piñata, and I took that one instead of the baseball bat and did it and broke it in two somehow.
Right.
I was a strong kid. I think I was 12 back then, but I loved piñatas.
You just ruined it
was
for
fun,
the
and it was fun when
owner.
Everyone ran to grab this the candy and everything.
I just remember one time when the piñata experience was pretty traumatic for me, because I once went to a big party back in Mexico where the birthday boy, the parents didn't organize one piñata or two piñatas. They organized like 10 piñatas in total for everyone to be able to beat it with the sticks. And we're talking about really big piñatas, not like these ridiculous ones you find in some shops now in Europe. No, like really big piñatas. And I remember that one time when they broke the piñata and all the candy fell out, I was so focused on being one of the first ones ones, to reach like the candies,
Oh.
that I forgot that all the big cousins would also come over and don't give a fuck about me. And I swear to you, I was in the middle of all that human, constellation. Everyone over everyone else. And I swear to you, I saw a tunnel. It was like as if the group of people over me would have built a tunnel where I just couldn't, I was like, this is the tunnel, this is the light, and I really need to get to the light if I want to have some oxygen. And it was pretty traumatic, but now that I think about it, it was like also pretty cool.
I just, actually, the piñata memory just made me realize how you can love something and somehow also put aggression towards it. Like, I had piñatas in the form of Barbie. Right. And I hate the living shit out of it because I wanted the candy more than I wanted the space.
Right. No, I love piñatas.
We are all on the verge of being like angels and devils at the same time, aren't we?
Yeah. I think the purpose of, like, for example, with the cake, it's just to humble the person, Like, I think it's like
you can be humble.
Exactly. Like, this could be your day. This could be like a very special day for you, but you're still no one. You're still average. Bam. Face on the cake. I think that's actually the message that families try to spread when doing that. But anyway, let's go. But in this case, it wasn't like in a chill, positive way. Like, she really wanted to.
Maybe.
Or maybe.
I mean, it sounds brutal.
Does it specify if she's Latina or not, the sister-in-law?
I don't think so.
Okay. So let's get back to the story.
Yes. Okay, let's get back. Yeah. Sidetracked only a little. After I blew out the candles, I suddenly felt someone grab a fistful of my hair and try to shove my face into the cake. I struggled to stand as she was pulling my hair so hard. Oh, see, that doesn't sound nice. That does not sound lovely. Like, I don't know. People were yelling at her to stop. Even my mom tried to pull her off me, but she shoved my mom backward.
Oh, okay. This.
Wow.
I just need to imagine your mom trying to save you and the sister of just knocking her out. Like, what the fuck? Okay, and
like
then
it's piñata behavior. Almost like what?
What?
Oh my god. My brother also told her to stop. She then grabbed the back of my neck and used her weight to push me down.
So she was trying to kill her, basically.
Yeah, and can we note that she's like 3 or 4 years older, so it's also like, what the heck? Her nails stuck into my skin, drawing blood. This is going madder and madder. I mean, like, I had enough.
Just like up until that point, she was still like, okay, I can tolerate this. I can tolerate.
It's humbling.
Yeah,
but
no.
now, blood?
Maybe
you're ruining my cake, okay?
Yeah. The taste. I mean, who wants cake with blood? Up until now.
No. I'm not joking when it's about cake taste, okay? I've had enough. That's so crazy.
Yeah, okay, good girl.
Good girl. I'm glad, I guess.
Uh-huh.
I had enough and in pain and frustration turned around and punched her as hard as I could. She fell backwards. Sorry, can I just go back to the fact that she's like even justifying it like I was in pain and frustrated? Like, I mean, wouldn't it be like a defense reaction anyway?
Defense
like,
mechanism.
What the heck is happening here?
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. If you prank someone and they hit you
React?
because as a reaction,
you need to take it.
That's a part of pranks. You need to take whatever reaction is coming. And you need to be able to take it.
So she hit her back and then...
Yeah, so punched her as hard as it could. She fell backward, crying, and ran out. The room silent.
Yeah.
My brother apologized, saying he didn't know why she did that. My mom was mortified, insisting that it was a joke and she wouldn't have been that rough. Even as a joke, still. That was a bad joke, though. My dad was angry because she had drawn blood with her nails and the cake was skewered.
But that's so typical of fathers, you know, like they don't care if there was anyone with a severe, you know, like injury or whatever. He's like, oh my god, the cake.
He's like, the cake. You ruined it.
Oh my god.
Like father, like daughter, like even she was like, oh, the cake, the blood one, that was too much.
There are priorities.
Yeah, no. Okay, had skewers in it to keep it upright. He made it. Oh. He made the cake and she ruined it. My best friend got me a cloth to wipe the blood off my neck. My parents made everyone leave and my brother eventually went home too. Later that night, my sister-in-law texted me saying she was going to sue me and press charges. Claiming I couldn't take a joke and that she was just getting payback for my brother.
The silence we're having right now. Or
like this is the moment of like, what did I just read?
No, that's an extreme high level of craziness, you know, when someone hurts you and then they still have the audacity to be like, and I'm going to sue you. Like,
I'm going to sue you because you have no right to hurt me back.
Yeah.
Because I hurt you first. Yeah. Mine was a joke. I mean, it could be like mine was a joke too. Maybe.
Yeah, exactly. If that's the kind of jokes we're telling each other.
I hate, honestly, I cannot stand people that hurt you with something and are like, it's a joke. Why can't you take it? Oh, you're so sensitive. Like, if you hurt me with whatever you did, doesn't matter if mentally, physically, whatever. If I tell you I was hurt by this and you reply with, it was a joke, I hate those people because that is freaking gaslighting.
Yeah, like they think that with the cards it was just a joke. They can excuse themselves, but it's like no.
By the way, it's just a joke is not an apology. Just say, I'm sorry, didn't want to do it. That was not my intention. I'm really sorry. I will remember that those kind of jokes you don't like. But the thing is, if the person you're making the joke about is not laughing, it's not a joke, it's bullying.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, because I know a lot of people that do that and I hate it.
Yeah.
Just had me. Yeah. But this has to be in America because of the immediate pressing charges. It's
that's such an American thing.
It's just like a comeback that we don't play. We don't play that I'm gonna sue you card that much because legally there's probably nothing gonna happen. So,
we're just going to spend a lot of money on lawyers for nothing.
You would have to do so much effort to actually sue someone that probably I don't know.
Me neither.
See, we don't even know. It's like no, okay. Of course, we're just gonna sue her. So okay.
And then what did she
claiming I couldn't take a joke and I was just getting payback from my brother, which is also crazy. I sent a screenshot of the text to my brother who responded with, what the fuck? Around midnight, he came to our parents' house looking really sad. They have been together for a long time. I feel like I ruined everything. I keep getting texts from her. The most recent one was her blaming me, saying I ruined a relationship over a joke. You ruined it. What the fuck? And I should have just let her push my head into the cake. She keeps saying that it would just been funny for me and my brother this morning. We were eating the leftover cake and he smudged a little bit on my nose to get even. Okay, sorry, there was no point and comma, so I was confused about it. But yeah, it was funny because he did that in the morning. But I can still tell he's really sad. I don't like seeing my brother like this. I feel like I ruined everything. No, everything was so perfect before this happened. If I could take it back, I would. But my brother has done so much for me, and I gave him this. I ruined his life. I'm sorry for the bad format. I'm a mobile, and English is not my first language. Oh, okay.
I mean, even if she had a time machine and could go backwards, I mean, she wasn't the one one that made the first move. Like she couldn't have done anything.
But by the way, I get now. I think I know why the dad was angry. I think
because of the cake.
Yeah, no, but he said the cake had skewers in it to keep it upright, so that it was standing tall. Which means when she was pushing the head in, she could have hit one of those skewers, which would have ended her probably even hitting her eye or something like that. And the fact that it was bleeding was even more like he made the cake and he knew this could have gone even worse.
Like,
so if you smash someone's face in the cake, make sure it has nothing in it, like that holds
little
it.
decorations or spiky things.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh,
so
my.
it could end it even more terribly if she would have hit one of those.
Oh, okay, now I get it.
Which I kind of only got because of the part in the end that
But you know what freaks me out the most of this story? Is to be like in the position of the brother and like having had a long term relationship with someone and then they just exploding and becoming like I would be so freaked out, so scared of like, oh my god, I've been sleeping with this person every night and this is how she can turn out to be. Like that would scare me so much. I would totally lose my capacity of being able to judge people and feeling like trusting my gut,
Yeah. But I think in the end, what could have been a sign before that is the fact that she never liked the sister or was never okay with her, which is not something that you don't have to like the sister, but just thinking about the fact that they lived together, that should have been somehow addressed. Right. At least somehow to a point where at least figure out why do you don't like her, what it is, and if you find a way or something. But the fact that she would go that far to get... I mean, what bothers me is the fact that in arguments, the girlfriend was always on the brother's side, which should have been a boundary drawn, like this is not your fight. And now the fact that she did that to kind of get back to her for what she did for her brother is just insane. It's just... Oh my god, now this is crazy story.
And what are the comments? What do
the comments because I don't even know what to say. It's
we're like... I think that's something we didn't expect, that every time we read a what did I just read story, we would be like, okay, no,
and actually,
like the silence.
If she would go ahead with suing her, oh my god, the girlfriend would lose because she did the first action.
And there were like so many people watching that could, like the testimonies.
Yeah. So top comment. Oh, by the way, this story was posted 2 days ago.
2 days?
2 days. This is recent.
Although there might be a time gap, right, between the events that happen and when the OP decides to...
True, it could be.
To open up about it.
But I think it was like...
it was recent.
I think, yes, it was a recent story because I think of the need of needing to tell it. I feel like this has just happened.
Right.
Probably her birthday was like 3-4 days ago or something. Like,
oh my god.
So top comment from 1 day ago was... Do let her know that she would have killed you by shoving your face in the cake with skewers in it if she had managed to push her head all the way down. She sounds fucking psychotic. If I were you, I'd stay as far away as possible from her. Turn the I'll sue you shit back on her bitch ass by pressing charge over her, literally assaulting your by grabbing your hair, then digging her nails into your skin until she drew blood.
Yeah.
That psychotic shithead is going to kill someone someday because they dare to be an annoying 8-year-old once upon a time. She went crazy because you smudged some kale on his nose 15 years ago. She literally drew blood from you and had people try to drag her away, but she kept going until you were forced to defend yourself. You haven't done anything wrong. She showed everyone that she's psychotic. Yes.
We agree.
Because there's nothing more to say, but then that people tried to stop her and she pushed them away. So you had to do something to defend you. You would have been dead probably if you did not do that.
But every time I want to imagine that situation, I just need to think like how crazy it must have been that the mother came in and tried to defend her daughter and she was just like, get out of the way, and then the brother came in and she was still like, get out the fucking way, I'm going to kill this
oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
And thinking back that when she moved in as a 17-year-old, so they have a 5-year difference. So when she moved in with 17, she was a she was 12 years old. Can you be so annoyed at a 12 years old that you, like, 5 years later want to almost kill her?
And like that you build up all this resentment. Oh my god, no, that's
Jesus Christ. That's crazy.